Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are in this crypto space, I hope it finds you well. Um, this episode, I'm kind of like, how you call it? Maybe somber, I guess. I talked to somebody in the crypto space. They reached out to me. I talked to them, and basically, they're depressed, and that's the whole title of this video, crypto depression. And I really felt that I gained some headway with the person, and because um I didn't see Alex Cobb's video until after I spoke to the person. Then I watched it, and it, it's like I kind of assumed in my previous video the whole bickering and all this other stuff is because of the market. And when I was talking to the person, he was telling me they was telling me their story and stuff like that. I can feel all this tension, and a lot of people, in my opinion, and I have to admit myself, I probably put more than I could afford into my investment as well. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna moon. First of the year, 2019. It's gonna moon in the summer of 2018. It's gonna move at swell. It's gonna move at Christmas. And now we're like, yeah, well, it's gonna happen, but it's not gonna happen this year. Maybe not part of the first of next year, 2020. Oh, woe is me. It's kind of like that. I'm not trying to have like a low downer video, but I just want to try to give people hope, because sometimes when you look at stuff, like when you look at the market, like XRP is at 21 cents now. I'm not feeling bad because it hasn't blown up. If anything, I'm like, darn, I wish I had some more money so I could buy more. Because if you know me or you know my channel, I speak about my father a lot. He used to be a Marine, and he was trained to look at worst case scenarios, so that way, if he's in an engagement, they're most likely more ready for the engagement than they wouldn't be if they didn't prepare for worst case scenarios. And so he said this is very good in life. So I don't know what the world's gonna hold in the next 5-10 years. Somebody could invent the transporter and we don't even need transportation. I know, I believe it was the CEO of Uber or somebody at Uber. It was like a couple weeks ago, I believe. He was like, the kids that's being born now, or maybe even a few years ago, won't even need to know how to drive. And in the future, it might be against the law to be 100% driving on your own, because the human error factor. It's like, oh no, you have to have at least 5% of autonomous connected to your vehicle at all times, just in case you fall asleep or, get distracted or whatever, to make sure that you're safe. And that kind of makes sense. But when you're looking at the market and you're just dwelling on, oh, well, I wanted to buy my mansion, I wanted to get my this, I wanted to get my that, and the market doesn't go up, or even maybe even you put your mortgage or your house payment in crypto. It's like, hey, when this moons, I could be set. I when I talked to this person, they was like, hey, I don't mind you sharing my story, but just be discreet, but share my story so other people won't fall in my position. And I was like, all right, I will. And they was like, they know after 3 months you become default on your mortgage. And they're they're kind of savvy with business a little bit. But he was like, hey, I've been pushing it, all the way up to 82 days, 85 days, and then I pay that mortgage payment, but those 2 payments I put all in crypto. My mortgage payment is $1,500. So it's like, hey, boom, XRP, boom, Bitcoin, or boom, whatever, and every time I it's like, oh, okay, they said it's gonna blow up in 2019. It didn't. They said it was gonna blow up in summertime. It didn't. They said it was gonna blow up as well. It didn't. And they're like, well, hey, I'm putting everything into this investment, and I don't see nothing. And it's not like I don't have faith in the company. It's not like I don't have faith in the project. I do. It's just, it's just taking too damn long. I'm just tired of being stressed out all the time. Looking at the calendar, trying to make sure I make my payments on time, trying to work extra hours at work, being unappreciated with my boss. I get that. I understand that. I was like, man, I'm not a financial advisor, but only thing I could say is, hey, do not do anything that's going to jeopardize your livelihood, your family, or whatever. Try to scale back, at least, a month, 2 months, push it away farther from that 90 days. Because you don't want to have something happen where the banks say, hey, we didn't get your payment for some kind of reason and foreclose on you. Because I know when I was going into foreclosure during the housing crisis, I had over $200,000 worth of equity. And the banks was like, oh, yeah, we're doing your modification. We're working on your modification. But every month they was giving me a new caseworker. And it was like, oh, well, we have to start your file over because I'm new. I was like, well, hey, I have it in a zip file. I'll send it to you right now. And once you receive it, open it up and let me verify that you got everything. Oh, it doesn't work that way. It takes, 24 to 48 hours. And then I have to call you back from this time to that time. They had a game, but I had a game too. It was like a week before my sell date. This is just me. It's like when I knew that they were serious about trying to take my house, I did, Chapter 13 bankruptcy, and a week after that, all of a sudden I got approved for the hemp, because they couldn't foreclose. And all of a sudden, it's like when I got my attorney and everything, all of a sudden I was approved. And so, praise God, it worked out. But a lot of people I know, they got foreclosed on. They used their house as an ATM during when the market blew up. And right now, it's like, hey, a lot of people don't understand, if they don't reset the economy, it's going to be a dark day in the world. And the people that's going through a lot right now is the holiday season. I love the holiday season. It's what I live for the whole year. And it's like when I had a year of hell, fighting with the banks and stuff like that, I had a nervous breakdown, and it's like I was going through all that stuff, and then I finally got everything situated, and it's like, hey, I went through all that stuff. Now I can have a happy Christmas and stuff. And my second wife was still tripping at the time, and it's like she, how can I say it? I don't like no confusion on Christmas. And when there was confusion, the love for her went out like a light. And I just didn't want to be bothered. After a couple months after that, we got a divorce. I had to sell my school bus company, and I had to pay her off. And and I still owe her money. And hopefully 2020 I'll be paid off. That was like over 7 years ago, so that should let you know that wasn't a little piece of change. And some people say, well, it's cheaper to keep her. Well, hey, I probably wouldn't be here right now, because my father, he went through like 3 or 4 strokes. I known people that, didn't take, they let things fluster and just mess with them, and, they pass away with a heart attack or stroke. My father told me about one of his friends, and he was having a birthday party. He got upset and cussing and tripping on his birthday. You know what happened? You probably guessed it. He died of a heart attack on his birthday. So what I'm trying to say is, make sure that you invest what you can afford. If you're overextended, try to do the best you can to hold on tight. The price is going to come up. Just when you even out, or just bite the bullet and hold on tight. Because if, like I said this before, if Bitcoin went to close to $20,000 with no use case, the sky's the limit for XRP, and it was designed for $10,000 a coin. So just hold on. And just, when I saw Alex Kot's video, it was certain things in that video I wanted to see, but I didn't see that, but I'm not going to touch on that. But when he said that, he has faith in the company, but, this price action is just, it's not moving. It messing with him. It's like, when I talked to the person earlier and I saw his video, I'm like, all right, because I see that, I'm not really into, I'm not saying confusion or all this other stuff, but it's like, I see people that's not happy. And I'm like, well, hey, it must be a lot more people that feel this way than I'm realizing. And I was looking at the comments, and a lot of people was like agreeing with him. And so I just wanted to do this video to let you, to say, hey, I feel, I can't say I feel your pain, because I'm not really crypto, currency depressed, the price is depressed, but I'm like, hey, I know it's going to go up, but I just want to let people know that's going through this. Hey, I feel you. I'm praying for you. Hold on tight. Hold on strong. It will turn around. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even next year, maybe in a few years. But as you saw, Christine Lagarde was like, I feel that she was ticked off. It's like, oh, well, hey, they didn't pass the token taxonomy act. What's going on? And some people say that if it was passed, she was going to flip the switch and sky's the limit. I don't know. But I know the sky's the limit soon. So just hold on tight. Every day is precious. don't waste every day worrying about the market, worrying what's going to happen, because all you're going to do is put yourself in an early grave. Keep life simple, meditate, pray, do what you need to do to reset yourself, take walks, read, exercise, exercise. When I was going through, I ballooned up to 300 pounds. My sugar was sky high. I'm still battling my sugar, because it threw off everything. I have to wear these stupid glasses now. I don't know if because I'm older or because my sugar was like 3 or 4 hundred for extended period of time. I was driving a school bus, running to the bathroom every 10 to 15 minutes, and driving down the street, and I couldn't see the signs. I'm like, I know it's Century because everything is familiar, or the street, Century Boulevard or whatever. But when I went to the doctor, they were like, hey, your sugar is sky high. When they brought down my sugar, then all of a sudden my vision cleared up. But, my vision doctor said, hey, we don't know. You could have messed up your vision because of your sugar being so high back in the day. Life is too short. Keep it simple. Understand, hey, it's going to blow up someday. And just take every day and make it precious, because it's going to do whatever you want it to do. If you feel that, hey, the market's down, it's sad, it's just crappy, you're right. If you believe the market is good and exciting and I'm going to get rich, you're also right. It's whatever you believe. Hey, I believe XRP is going to be $10,000 or more a coin. I'm preparing for my financial future for myself, my family, and my generations, and I want to help people. So, I don't know. Just try to be more happy. Try to find that spiritual place where you can have peace. And that's the only thing I can say. Just enjoy your life, because money is not everything. Family, friends, every day you have on this earth is a blessing. So I hope that makes sense. I hope I can help somebody. Godspeed, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Take care.